Right folks, here we go again. Yet more of this silliness abounds. Tonight, dead tank. This is last night's fun. It's dry now to the touch. The cloth is still quite soft and I think it's going to take quite a lot of paint soaked in, but that's, as you can see in there, still sticky. So it's going to take quite a while to dry, and it is a curing process, and curing takes longer than evaporation, and it's not really subject to the heat or temperature. It just has to take time, so I'm going to have to leave that for a while, but it's fine, it's cool, that works, that's it. And now just mask off so the spray glue don't go over the existing job and get the tank done. Now I was going to do something interesting and fun with the tank. I was going to try and use some drywalling foam to stick on and bring up the height of the tank, make a bit of a gorilla tank. Anybody into VMAXs knows what a gorilla tank is. Kind of a higher tank than normal with a funnel down to the cap, etc. But it's not going to work because I use a magnetic tank bag, and obviously if I put poly foam on that and then fiberglass it in, it's going to be a fiberglass finish and the tank bag is just going to slide off. So that's not going to work, it's going to have to stay as it is, which is cool. I've got various other things planned after. As this evolves, just make the plans of different ideas as we go along. So tonight, I started making the maskage. I've got some more spray glue. I'm going to put on 2 separate layers tonight, make it a bit easier. This was quite difficult last night, sticking 2 layers straight on, the top one just sort of puckering up. So I learnt from that last night, easier process. So there we are. Let's get stuck into this one. I'm not going to make it so long-winded tonight. It's just the same process as the front and the back. It's just glue and it's just stick on and it's trim up and it's paintage, and that's it. So I'm just going to get ripped through it nice and quick and see what the end result looks like. But for now, I'm just going to mask around here because I'm going to fill all that up with glue and then get spraying and clean it all up. So stick around, stay tuned, see how it goes. Oddly enough, the instructions for this stuff is one set of instructions for a hard surface and another set for a porous surface, but there's no instructions for what to do if you're sticking a porous surface to a hard surface. So you just make it up. Done. Clear the nozzle. As you can see, that just literally sticks straight away. Okay, there's the first layer. I'm going to put 2 skins on, so that's all trimmed up. Took a bit of extra care, trim it around there. Quite a nice job, and it's not too difficult. The first one I'm going to run just a bit short, so the second one's over the top. Just keep it tidy. Alright, glue that over now. Fresh layer of glue. Let's get that one. My mate Rob today asked me why I didn't take the panels off to do this. Oh, I knew there was something I should have done. I just can't be bothered. It's just a rat bike. And this is the best way to hold them still. Put them on the bike. Same old drill. And there we go. Job's a good one. All trimmed up and stuck on proper. Just took some time and gone around there particularly carefully. I'll leave that masked up so when the paint goes on it, it won't go in there. Thought, considered whether to cut that round there for the seat, which sits up against, but it's irrelevant, it'll be fine. That is fine. Maybe going to work. The life of a chef. Who'd work their hours? Right. So that's pretty much it. All as tidy as it's going to be. And all I've got to do now is get some paint on it. Let's see what that looks like. To try and seal this really well around the cap so any spillages don't lift it all up. You're bound to spill some petrol on it. And that, folks, is it, I think. Here we are. Right, let's put a brush away, see what it looks like. There you go, there's nothing much more I can do tonight. It will dry, it kind of dries matte. The cloth goes quite matte. It's quite nice the next day. This is kind of 24 hours, so that will look cool tomorrow. And I think it's going to need about a week because it is a curing oil paint and I want it to fully cure before I put the next coat on. So that'll do for now. A couple of little things with this lifting up in this curve, but you just kind of dab it back down and it kind of sticks. But this will still be sticky in the morning. I might be able to show you that. So that's it for tonight. It's about 9 o'clock now. I'm going to put this to bed for the night, let it dry off a bit. I'll see you in the morning. And here we are, all done. I kind of like that. It's gone matte pretty much straight away, which is good. Now this is today, because I put quite a thin coat on. It's still tacky, but it's not coming off on my hand. And there are still parts of it like this that have lifted up and just need touching back in, like there. But that's minor. So this is probably going to get, I guess this is completely dry now, but that was emulsion paint. This is a day older, and it, if you press on it, there's still a little tackiness to it 2 days on. So I'm going to give this about a week to fully go off and dry, and then I'll start layering up some more paint. I guess it'll have to be a coat, then a few days, then a coat, then a few days. But that's the nature of the beast. And interestingly enough, this aerosol paint shows how rubbish it is. It just pulls it off. That was just masking tape, pulled that off, and I prepared that as well as I possibly could. But just rattle can paint, it just doesn't want to know. Doesn't stick proper. So there we are. That's the job so far. Certainly looks a little bit better now. It's kind of all in one. But there we go. Another bit of daftness on Project Rat Bike. Kind of a rolling project. Different things happening all the time. Have a little think about what I'm going to do next. Got some ideas for this scrim and this chain stuff. Don't know, it gets quite hot down there around the pipes, so just thinking, daydreaming as I ride along. So there we are. Thanks for tuning in and watching Delboy's Garage. Appreciate all the support always. Take it easy out there. Mind, there you go.